Over the past decade, Africa's billionaires have seen significant changes in their net worth. Based on data from Forbes lists in 2015 and 2025, we've compiled a list of the approximate net worth changes for 18 African billionaires.
For Africa to work, we have to make sure that the regional markets that we have.
Starting with the big gainers, we have Aliko Dangote from Nigeria. Dangote's net worth has grown from $16.7 billion to $23.9 billion, a gain of $7.2 billion.
Intra-trade between us is even going down rather than improving. You know, we are doing now less than 16%. And we need to do more to my flowers and flour in my house.
Because if it hadn't been for his narratives, I was in danger of becoming totally irrelevant.
Johan Rupert and family from South Africa. The Rupert family's net worth has increased from $6.3 billion to $14 billion, a gain of $7.7 billion.
Firstly, I don't live in Stellenbosch. I don't know I can be part of the Stellenbosch mafia. We live in Somerset West. And I haven't been given an award for so
One's
long.
moved with the times. One's had to move with the times. From the melees, when that became no longer cost-effective,
Nikki Oppenheimer and family, also from South Africa. The Oppenheimer family's net worth has grown from $6.6 billion to $10.4 billion, a gain of $3.8 billion.
To evolve. And the diamond industry here in Israel will flourish. It will flourish on your confidence and your skills and your expertise.
First of all, if you could just give us a quick introduction to yourselves and a bit about your backgrounds.
So, my relationship to sports started.
Nassef Sawiris from Egypt. Sawiris' net worth has increased from $5.3 billion to $9.6 billion, a gain of $4.3 billion.
Holder and a board member a couple of years ago. I also invested in the US in a sports marketing company called Bruin Sports.
When I came back in 1974, when I came in 1974, a lot of vehicles coming into the country without air conditioning, without stereo. So there were opportunities in those areas. I decided that.
Mike Adenuga from Nigeria. Adenuga's net worth has grown from $4 billion to $6.8 billion, a gain of $2.8 billion.
From Exeter. Also, to be able to combat the issue of theft, we started importing removable cast tariffs. And as you know in business, one thing leads to the other, and that's where
we must try as much as possible, to develop to our local problems, which means that we have to start adding value, we have to start producing.
Abdul Samad Rabiu from Nigeria. Rabiu's net worth has increased from $1 billion to $5.1 billion, a gain of $4.1 billion.
We have the landmass, almost 30 square kilometers. We have the people, 1.4 billion people. So meaning that we're
jobless. So I can't sit still like that. So, and I love building stuff. And so I went in 3-4 years. I became, and what happened?
Naguib Sawiris from Egypt. Sawiris' net worth has grown from $2.3 billion to $5 billion, a gain of $2.7 billion.
But the fact that they use I think the real estate market needs the government to look into expediting the reduction of the interest rate, because currently at this level of 30%, it's becoming very risky for it.
Multi-choice en een of ander plaaslike groepie wat nou wil flieks wys per televisie. Maar dit is die ou werk.
Koos Becker from South Africa. Becker's net worth has increased from $1.7 billion to $3.4 billion, a gain of $1.7 billion.
Miskien in 48 Afrika lande meeding met al hierdie spelers, Netflix, Google, Amazon, van die grootstes in die wêreld. En dan in Engeland is dit weer Sky teenoor.
I lay in bed for 3 years.
So 3 years?
3 years in bed. And
grew up in Egypt?
Grew up in Egypt. I mean, to move and be able to walk. So that made me ahead of my time trying.
Mohammed Mansour from Egypt. Mansour's net worth has grown from $2.5 billion to $3.4 billion, a gain of $0.9 billion.
Because that was the American dream. Elvis Presley, Ricky Nelson,
right.
All 20. When I was at North Carolina State, I was, I had the bad disease of cancer. So
a huge privilege. Thank you so much. And as I said, the achievements over the last few years was because vice presidents, when we had.
Patrice Motsepe from South Africa. Motsepe's net worth has increased from $1.9 billion to $3 billion, a gain of $1.1 billion.
Association said, President, please don't call us at 2 o'clock in the morning because there's something that you are worried about in our member association. So I
investment in
promise that
oil refining, soap manufacturing, cooking fats, margarines. At that time, Unilever and Procter & Gamble were very big. So
Mohamed Dewji from Tanzania. Dewji's net worth has grown from $1 billion to $2.2 billion, a gain of $1.2 billion.
Into textiles, I was always wondering that why Tanzania has cotton or Africa has cotton, but we are importing clothing from
is alive and well. We don't have to do anything to encourage entrepreneurship. If anything, we are suppressing it. What they are in need of is support.
Strive Masiyiwa from Zimbabwe. Masiyiwa's net worth has increased from $0.6 billion to $1.2 billion, a gain of $0.6 billion.
The important thing is to listen to them and to take them seriously. I was like many young entrepreneurs with a great idea, which today looks strange.
Yusuf Mansour from Egypt. Mansour's net worth has grown from $1.1 billion to $1.4 billion, a gain of $0.3 billion.
We live in a multipolar world. The kingdom, under the enlightened leadership of His Majesty King Mohammed VI.
Aziz Akanouch and family from Morocco. Akanouch's net worth has increased from $1.2 billion to $1.5 billion, a gain of $0.3 billion.
Voted in 2011 proves so, or the reform of the family code, are all groundbreaking at the service of equality and human rights. Regionalization, advanced regionalization allows us to...
in die gemeenskap, nie noodwendig net op Stellenbosch nie, wat eintlik wil ontslaa raak van alles wat...
Now moving on to the losers, starting with Christoffel Wies from South Africa. Wies's net worth has decreased from $6.5 billion to $1.5 billion, a loss of $5 billion.
Apartheid en ek weet nie wat alles nie, baie waarvan waar is. Onthou, ek was hier in die jare 1963 tot een van daai, goed, of is een van daai.
Uniquement cette technologie de membrane, sans les exportations des futures stations qu'on va aussi exporter, va générer...
Issad Rebrab and family from Algeria. The Rebrab family's net worth has decreased from $3.2 billion to $3 billion, a loss of $0.2 billion.
Hors hydrocarbures. Esboussegui, toute l'industrie algérienne, toute l'agriculture algérienne n'exporte qu'à peine 2 milliards.
Do people move in first or amenities are first? And we design something what we call 5-10-15. Which is all your daily needs are within...
Yassine Mansour from Egypt. Mansour's net worth has decreased from $1.6 billion to $1.2 billion, a loss of $0.4 billion.
All your monthly needs are within 15 minutes. So basically, it reduces the cost on the developer, but at the same time, it creates the community. And then...
Looking at the camera.
Othman Benjaloun and family from Morocco. Benjaloun's net worth has remained stable at $1.6 billion.
President Salem, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored to receive the Visionary Award from the most prestigious think tank.
The net worth figures are estimates and may fluctuate frequently with market changes and new information. The 2015 data is based on Forbes Africa's Richest list from late 2015, while the 2025 data is based on the Forbes Africa's Billionaires list published around March 2025.